Well, fire doggo and I sneeze sneeze sneeze.
Please release my family.
Wow. Okay, that's weird. Am I back? I guess none of you heard me talking to you earlier. No wonder no one was replying. Well, whatever. Hey, y'all. Yeah, bagpipes. I wonder what it thought the default mic was. Because that's what OBS is set to. Weird. Anyway, hey everyone. How have you been? How's your week? This is WouHou as it stands right now. I spent some time at some point last week drawing these lovely sprites for a new waifu character. So, how about today we animate that? Huh? Does that sound like that sounds like fun, right? Because this doesn't really work, I think, as a character. This is a little tough for a bullet hell, I think. Maybe just about doable. You plugged your mic into the back of my PC. You know what? I bet you did. Yeah, this song's going crazy. Alright, thanks for the... Wait, 36 months? Oh shit, is that 3 years? Thanks, dude. How's it feel? You get to be a cool purple chick. Oh shit, wait, hang on. What am I? How many months am I? 5.5 years, 68 months. Do I need to draw another set of sub badges? I feel like I'm always drawing bloody sub badges. Yeah, you can play as 20 waifus at a time, yeah. Yo, yeah, dude, I'm next to the funny number. Let's go. Dude, that's superb. 5.5 years. 68. How many years is 68? Maybe that is 5.5 to 6. Alright, at some point we'll draw more badges. Alright, anyway. Let me have a quick look at my DMs with Donut, because I was talking to him about animations and he was sending me so much that I ended up making no progress because I second-guessed everything I was going to do and ended up writing nothing. But maybe there's progress now. Because essentially, right, chat, so the issue, right? Animation, right? There's a lot of different ways to store it and save it and share it, and it's whether or not you want to be particularly efficient or easy or how inefficient you want to be. There'll be a lot of things in the game that will share sprites. And, you know, do you want to duplicate this image around every time? Do you want to reuse it? Probably want to reuse it. Okay, how does that work with animations? You need to keep track of which frame to animate. How are you going to do that? So it's most likely that I'll have a look at our DMs in a second, but the idea is going to be, I think... Well, what I decided on, I don't know if it's the right idea. I was going to extend the sprite, I think. So this sprite container. I think I'm going to get rid of animation and just assume that every sprite was either animated or... And if it's not animated, it's just an animated thing with one frame. You know, that's just how I'm considering it. I can't be asked to separate them. So the sprite's going to contain some kind of pointer somewhere, so anyone with a similar sprite can reuse the image. You don't have to share around all this memory everywhere. It won't matter for the player because there'll be one, but you know, if there's a bullet, all the bullet entities can share, their sprite will share the same reference or pointer or whatever to the bullet image. That's that. Let me have a look at our DMs with Donut. He sent me this wall of bloody text, which I will paste on screen so you can read it with me if you want. Because this is reading with Woolen. Let's do this. Oh, it doesn't wrap around. There must be a word wrap, right? Yeah. Alright. Donut said how to implement something. Don't copy and paste it. He thinks that you should categorize animation into types based on the sort of list of sequences. Dude, this song is too much. I need, like, instrumental. Give me instrumentals. Give me okay and chill, whatever. Okay, there we go. I can't listen to Japanese lyrics while I'm trying to think. It's too much. When I'm doing this, at least. Bom, 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 bom. Okay, this is perfect. God, I love this artist. So good. Anyway, every animation sequence is stored in an animation registry. I forgot about that. Yeah, we were going to make... I suggested a singleton, and then he immediately told me that I'm wrong. But the idea would be that we'd have, like, one big registry, like a library somewhere, that we, like, pull a book out from to read every time we want to use a particular sprite. So we'd have, like, a registry somewhere. I think he said on his end that he'd implemented something like this already, maybe? Or if not, maybe I'll have to do it. It doesn't really matter. But, the idea would be that there's just this enormous fucking array, or vector, whatever, just really big, containing every single frame, or a reference to every single frame. And if you want something to reference something in that big list, you reference a point and how many frames it is. So you can you use it like that. Okay, I don't know if I'm very eloquent. I think that's what he's written here. Yeah. Okay, cool. The main visual component is sprite, which holds the animation sequence ID in the point in animation. Alright, so yeah, the component here, wherever it is, the sprite component, can hold on to the sequence ID and the point in time in the animation. So I think that's what we were referencing earlier, like where in this big vector it is and how long that is, and which part of the animation it is in. This means the animation system can update the ID based on the state of the entity. Okay. The rendering system can look up the actual sprite ID when querying the registry with the animation ID. Okay, I don't know about that, but we'll see. What did you write? The images are already shared thanks to sprite IDs. What we're talking about was how the lists of animation should be shared, since storing a different vector for every component means they need to be allocated separately. Yeah, okay. Our modern computers will really lag out when we load a few hundred vectors, but yeah, it might, you know, if it's not that much more work to shove it into one than to many, and it's like an easy optimization. He sent me some pseudocode. I do worry that you're letting me, I do worry that you're forcing me in some cases to think in this overly optimal way, in the sense that I never end up actually writing any bloody code, because I'm like, oh, this is wrong. I'll be told off about this. This is incorrect, which is not good. I'd rather make something with a mistake and just to have something written down, and then later fix it. Because otherwise I just keep staring at this bloody sheet with like choice paralysis, because I know you're going to tell me off because I'm stupid. When you might have thousands of bullets, it might start to matter. Sure, might. Like a key word on that. I think you don't value my time as much as I do. So I think I'd like to at least make some progress on the project. We'll see. We'll see how much various things matter, but you know, I've only got one life. I can't spend the whole thing just thinking, oh, it could be more optimal. This computer can run fucking Apex at like 20,000 FPS. Oh, but someone might try to run this on their Samsung fridge. Oh, you're right. I'll worry about that. WouHou's capped at like fucking 1 FPS. Alright. Anyway, moving on. He sent me this pseudo... Oh, this doesn't look like pseudocode. This looks like you've written some C++. The code probably doesn't work, because I didn't copy and paste everything. Well, we'll read through and see what he's done, so we can take inspiration. I'm going to start at the components here. So we have the transform components there. Oh, you've done a different component for each style of animation. Okay. Okay. What was the animation ID again? Sorry. Was the animation ID, that was the point in this vector followed by the length of it, right? So it points to that chunk of data, I think. So if I were to add a player character or a player entity and I were to give it this component, I would need to specify... Yeah, you can see it higher up. Okay. That's probably why you did it in this order then. But okay, just continuing what I was doing. You have it so the sprite contains its own current animation ID. So whichever one of these actually needs to be drawn, and how many frames through it is. Okay. So we'll have to see the rest of it, but how's the sprite going to grab the right thing from here? We'll see. Animation system. Wait. Okay, sure. Oh. Thanks, Discord. You're really useful for sharing code. How about you open the fucking file that I opened? Alright. Jeez, Donut. I thought you just sent me like 5 lines of pseudocode, not like half a C++ project. Bloody hell. It's all our DMs here. Here we go. Well, I'll look at it through in order then. So this is the registry, the big library that we were talking about. Animation ID. Here we go. This is not relevant. First frame, frame count, frame interval. Are you using frame interval here as like an animation speed? So you'd say, I don't know, 0.015 or something. You want to run WouHou on a Windows emulator running on an Android emulator in a computer used to decipher Enigma in World War II. Well, you'll be really happy then. It's the time between each frame, 1 divided by the frame rate. Okay. Cool. That's sensible. So, an animation ID... I wonder if this should have a slightly different name. It doesn't really matter. That contains one... essentially sub-sprite, I guess. Yeah. This is basically a sub-sprite then. You're saying somewhere in this big list, don't care where, we're going to have an animation starting here, or we're going to have an animation... Wait, hang on. I guess this must be defined when we put it in the registry. But whatever. We have it somewhere in here, it starts here, it's this long, and we want it to animate at this speed, and that's what this is. So if we want to give all the bullets the same bullet animation ID, we can pass a reference to this. So all these thousands of bullets can just reference this one thing when they're drawing. If we call it animation sequence. Yeah, animation sequence I like. I like sequence. Because sequence, to me, implies that it's a list of things in a particular order. Which is what this is. I feel like first frame is really more of the ID. But I digress. None of that matters. I guess I can't delete this if I wanted to highlight. Yeah, just sequence. Animation colon sequence. I like that. What does explicit mean in this context? Does it mean you have to use this constructor? There's only one constructor? Is there a way to bypass that makes you need to write explicit? Or does this mean it's only for R18 images, maybe? That seems likely. Load animation from row. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Ah, I see. Animation sprite sheet ID. Width, height, frame rate. Okay. You can't say animation registry equals sprite atlas. You can't convert sprite atlas to an animation registry. Does this extend sprite atlas? Why would you be able to do that? Oh, you can't... Wait, hang on. Registry equals sprite atlas. Why would you be able to do that? Wait, why would that... By default, single argument constructors enable implicit conversions. What? That's a gotcha. Okay. It's a bad default, but it's just the way it is. Okay, I had no idea. That's bizarre. How many bugs has that caused? Because that wouldn't get highlighted in your IDE, right? It would just assume that you're trying to do some weird ass conversion and just let you. How many times do you think people have accidentally changed an int to a float and wondered why their values slightly differ the larger they get? Okay, whatever. I didn't know that. Load animation from row. You pass in a sprite ID, which is what you get when you insert something into the atlas. You pass in some information about the sprite. You call it frame rate here. I'm assuming that's the same thing as this, though. No. Frame interval is explicitly 1 over the frame rate. Okay. So frame rate of 60. You saying 60 frames a second. The frame interval is 1 over 60. Okay, so those are different. Frames does so. Okay, so this is how it inserts it into the magical fucking super vector. Is that frames? Where are you? Somewhere in here. You put them at the bottom actually, don't you? Here we go. So this is the super vector. This frames list of loads and loads of sprite IDs. where each sub sprite ID points to one element of the atlas. The atlas being all the sprites stitched together. A bit like this, but with every sprite. Okay. Okay, so when I want to add something to the super list, you start it or you just pop it in at the end. The sprite is yoinked out of the atlas. Okay, you actually instantiate it with the atlas, fair enough. Animation sheet width. Why is this necessary? I guess this is just the size of the sheet I'm passing in. Hang on, Donut. Oh, okay, so... Oh, you have added a create subsprite. Cool. Is the idea here then that I do pass in this sort of atlasy thing that I've created, this like sub-atlas? If you're asking me to pass in the size of individual sprites and the entire thing, or am I misreading that? You see the usage at the bottom. I guess I'll read the whole thing first. Okay, so you can pass in some crap. It'll generate the appropriate ID. You can then store that up here. Where's the component? Oh, you put it under, didn't you? Here you go. If you want to get an individual frame, though the current frame to draw, I suppose, yeah. You pass in the animation ID, which you grab from this component. Animation time, I suppose, must be either some global timer that's constantly ticking up. I think it's just a global timer that's ticking up, I'd assume. Or you add delta time to this every update or something. Something like that. Assert? Assert's in production code. But yeah, fair enough. Assert that there are actually frames to draw. Fair enough, that should crash. You finally managed to play Magic and get your first Warhammer figurine example. Dude, that's sick! How was Magic? What deck did you end up running? Was it the blue, red one? Sorry, I don't think I said hi earlier. Asserts get removed automatically in non-debug builds. Super. Sorry, I didn't say hi earlier. How did it go? How was everything? Cool. That's very self-explanatory. I like that. We had the components as mentioned. Fair enough. So if we're setting up the player entity, we'll give it this, and then we'll build these up using this method in the registry. Sorry? Oh, you called it animation registry. Okay. Fantastic. I guess at runtime it doesn't matter what you pass this. Let's look at the system. Why the fuck is it copied like this? Alright, that was weird. You played both your decks as your 2 matches. You had only 3 guys instead of the usual 4. Oh, sick. Did you win? I hope so. So you're running this in... Okay, actually, hey look. Update. Sprite animation time is... yeah, so I got that right. So the sprite's animation time, I guess, is from when the sprite is spawned. And then constantly throughout update, we're adding on delta time. I want to say, is that not slow? But I guess not. Or is it? I guess we're doing other shit like collision really inefficiently. Updating a fucking float for every entity isn't so bad. That's actually quite small. Fair enough. Tick. Okay. So set everything. Oh, okay, I see. For everything that doesn't move, set it to idle. For things that move left and right, Oh, okay. So yeah. Oh, okay. Dude, okay, this makes so much sense then. Sorry, I guess I should have read it. But I was wondering how you were going to relate the sprite to the animation. I guess animation system is... You're just going to make it like super duper flexible. Like it can just read any old component to decide. If I end up having a component that's like, I don't know, immune or iframes or something, you know, we can add in here some exception or whatever. Yo, hey Lich, you're here early. Whoa.
Guess who's been here for 32 months and still no wool he wool ho ho 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 wool he wool ho ho.
Well, he will ho ho back to you, sister. How's it going? Thanks for the 32. Oh, you didn't win once, but you could have. If only you'd have drawn a specific card from your deck during the last couple turns. Hey, close game's not bad. Did you have fun? Are you gonna do it again? You'll have to beat it, mates. Well, you have to wait a month to hear it again. Oh, it's good. It's good. Alright, yeah. Super easy, like that. I was going to say, like, does this not mean I'm going to have to make a component for every sort of entity that's going to have different sort of animations? But really, how many actions is the game going to have, right? The game's not that big in scope. There is just going to be, like, up, down, left, right, some stuff that doesn't animate, some stuff that just ticks to the side, some stuff that maybe has some special animation property, but that'll be handled in its own way. You know, like it grows and shrinks, like that. Actually not so bad. And I like that. Hey, Chew Boy. You had fun. That's what matters the most. You're feeling good. All good. It has been a while, Chew Boy. How's adult life? Surely at this point you must be Chew Man Summer. Alright, renderer system. I guess this is the equivalent of... this must be my screen rendering system. So... No, this is slightly different. Oh, yeah, actually, I think animation rendering system can be a different thing. I think separating backgrounds from characters is a sensible thing. Don't worry, Donna. I'll handle it all. You're still Chew Boy. Chew Man will never occur. Oh, fair. Well, how's life? Smoked any cigars lately? They're really good for your health. The doctor told me so. Alright. So you're passing in the atlas and the animation registry. Is this necessary? I don't know if that's necessary. Because the animation registry... Well, I'll read. Maybe it is. So during display, the renderer system... I don't think it needs the sprite atlas, does it? Maybe it does. Because I thought the registry would have the atlas in it. Doesn't it? Didn't the sprite registry have it? Yeah, the registry has the atlas, right? Or have you made it private? You've made it private. Does it make any difference, really? You gotta get it for the sprite atlas. Yeah. Don't know how. I would like to make things as small as possible. Your old one was stronger than your new deck, but the new one was fun enough for you to feel like not disassembling it. Hey, you can always tweak it, right? That might be better. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. During display, for every entity with a transform and a sprite, pick the position on the screen that transform represents, interpolate between their current and previous positions, and draw the current animation ID. Dude, that's so simple. Template factory. Thank you. Kiwicopter! That way you can't mix it up with a different sprite atlas if you have multiple. Yeah, I mean, we might, you know. This could be a sprite atlas for standard, I'm going to say entities. It's not the right use of the word entity, but standard characters and entities in the world. Maybe we have a sprite atlas for particles in the background or something. I don't know. Maybe it's not necessary, but you know, maybe we decide to separate the systems. And remember, GameMaker had a surface system for particles. So if we end up emulating something like that, it could be nice just to have explicit, you know? I want to use the atlas that these sprites are sitting in. Why not make it precise? I should stop giving myself paper cuts with this electrical tape. All right, template factory. Oh, shit. Okay. Ah, yes. Alright, this is my template factory here then. Player types, enemy types, cool, cool, cool. You pass... Here we go. Add transform. Oh, I guess that's a nice... Yeah, I really should reduce the boilerplate. I hadn't really thought much about it, but the template factory here has so much extra crap that's not really... It's fine, but like, yeah, it could be simplified down a little bit. Certainly. All right. Back to the thing we were reading. Oh, reconsidering what you want to do with the red-blue deck, as in the one you were thinking of making as a copy small spells deck. What changes do you want to make? What are you thinking? What was like missing? Because playing with a deck's different from just building it, right? You get to see real world effects. Maybe there's something you missed when building it. That seems obvious now you're playing with it. Like, ah, fuck, I forgot to add any energy to my deck. Maybe not. Add animations, one for the different sorts of animation. With some defaults. This really is more like a sort of top-down Pokemon game sort of default you sent me, huh? When you have like a standing left animation. Whereas in this game, it's mostly going to be like sort of strafe. When you finish WouHou, you put it on your resume. Dude, it's already on my CV, I think. There's like a hobbies... I don't know if there's a hobbies section, but there's a bit that says like... I've done some like personal projects in C++. You think you need another job after finishing WouHou? Dude, I'm gonna be raking in the cash. Absolutely raking it in. I don't know what the... What's the usage agreement on libdonut? Does he require me to... should have read that. Might have to extract it, copy and paste all the code over and call it libwoolen. Sorry, I mean downstream branch it. No, just kidding. Unless? Just kidding. Add player collision. Fancy. Spawn player. I like this. What's all this crap? No discard. Do you know discard? Pick any card. MIT, so as long as you have all the copyrights somewhere you can distribute however you like. Poggers. I can have a section on the main menu called MIT licenses. Attributions. Credits. Poggers. I do find it funny when like you find like a Google library and then somewhere in the about page there's like a libraries tab and you just scroll through and there's 50,000 open source libraries used. I find it very funny. Anyway, sorry. Load some animation. You pass in a file path, width, height, frame rate. Shame I can't include that stuff as metadata, huh? Animations... That really should be metadata, right? If I wanted this game to be moddable, I could implement... What was I going to say? I could make it so it reads the width and height of sprites from a config file. So if you wanted to make WouHou-chan 5,000 pixels wide, you could. Also, I just thought now, you know how this whole time we've been detecting collision against the edge of the world map with the sprite width and height, and now that I'm using a super big sprite as a joke, that whole thing collides with the walls. We should probably be using the hitbox now that I've got that, right? To collide with the edge of the world. It means the player will be able to hug the walls a bit, but that's fine. That would make more sense to me. Definitely. Someone write that in chat, like, to do that. I'll do it, look. To do. Boundary collision with hitbox. Oh, I'm not allowed to do slash. Alright. There you go. It's very funny, donut. Of course you did. The friend you played with heard your idea of copying small spells. He explained this commander you're trying to use loves copying big spells. Ah. You had a problem with at first because you didn't like most big spells in that color combo. What kind of spells are they? Is it like some, like, explode a fireball, do 50,000 damage, and rain down hell, but also create fertile land so that in thousands of years farming will be boosted? I don't know how deep magic goes in the RP and world. Chat, by the way, have you ever eaten this? This is the best chocolate from the supermarket. Cappuccino white chocolate from Del Cata. I thought it was Albert Hein's own brand, I guess not. It's really good. Will you eat it all in one sitting? No, I've been eating one small square at a time. But, like, it is delicious. Look at this. It's a thick boy. It's amazing. Mmm. It's so tasty. It was on sale. It was like €1 for this bar. Anyway, I like this donut. This is perfect. You remember big burn spells exist? Dude, that sounds sick. Direct damage? I deal direct damage to your life points. Ah! My life points. Summon Skull. Attack his life points directly. Alright. Sorry. Okay. Let's get back to our world. Let's quickly do this collision thing, because I'm going to forget about it. Let's check it runs quickly. Should run, unless I would left in some tokens. Alright, so this is the bug I'm going to fix, where obviously the player's hitbox is right in the middle there. But this is stupid, okay? So let's quickly go to the rendering system. Re-enable this. Debug drawing thing, so you can see what I'm trying to do. This thing. So you see that little green dot in the middle here? We want that to be the collision point. Hey, dude. Are these the sweet ones? Or are these the salty ones? Sweet and salty. Yeah, the salty ones, I think it's because they're vegan. They don't have any butter in them. You can really tell. Popcorn. Oh my god. Dude. This is amazing. Chat. If you're going to eat this proper corn brand, get the sweet one. I don't normally like sweet popcorn, but like this is incredible. Holy shit. What, sorry? Dude, this is incredible. Hey, Hackett. Oh my god. Also, the popcorn I was making is not that different to this. I always thought the popcorn I made was like a little hard, but it's the same texture. Oh, thanks for the 60... Ah, sure. 56 months. You're nearly catching up to my sub... to myself. Thanks, dude. How you doing, Hackett? Sorry, I just punched the mic. Sorry. By copying those, you can double the damage those cards deal. Or it depends on how many times you copy it. It's possible to copy one card multiple times. Well, cool. Dude, fire spells are always cool. Fire starters are always cool. Oh, I keep blinding myself. I don't know why I do this for you lot. I'm gonna turn this off. You don't need to see me. Just playing some Pikmin 2. I like Pikmin 2. Hell yeah. Oh. Cat Kid. Oh, I was gonna unplug. It's gonna take too long. I set up rando on my Steam Deck, so I can generate offline Ocarina of Time randomizer runs and play them directly on the Steam Deck. Although I have some trouble getting out of the program. None of the binds seem to work. Not even like Steam left D-pad. Bit scary, but it's cool. I can just sit on this thing and play Oot Rando. Isn't it cool? Is it on? I don't think it's on. You did that for Wind Waker Rando. I think I've just obtained my copy of Rando of Wind Waker from you, from our like DM. The link still works. I originally tried using EmuDeck to link it through Steam. Holy shit, look at that. Because of the wallpaper, it's like see-through. See-through Steam Deck. Yeah, check this out. I did like 2 minutes of a run. I haven't actually been playing it, but look. Isn't that sick? It's Rando. But on like a handheld. I can play this shit on the plane. Hey, look. It is see-through. You'll have to forgive me, but... Oh, I need to turn on console. Yeah, look at that. It's just handheld. I can play this like on the sofa. I'm so excited. I'm going to move over my entire ROM library whenever I find it. I have like so many fucking ROMs somewhere. I don't know where. Probably on an old PC. But I'm going to look forward to that. We have to do so many plane flights when we're doing this travel in the next few months. So I'm going to be playing like GameCube games. Like I'm probably going to get like Melee on it, dude. Maybe I'll play through like Brawl. I don't know. It's going to be good times. Steam Deck, dude. It's like the console that you dreamed existed as a kid. You ever like sit in a car journey and think, damn, I wish I could play Wind Waker right now. Shame. And then like smartphones kind of started running it like N64 games and you're like, eh. Like an iPod touchscreen Mario 64-bit jank. Don't really want to do that. Now this thing just exists. It's insane. I'm so excited. Sorry, we were doing something. We're looking for anything with the collision component. So we're going to go to restricted movement system. We're going to change it from sprite, because that's now unnecessary. We're going to do collision. Anything with restricted movement and collision. I'm going to pass in half width, half height. Why did I call it that? I guess because I'm doing from the center to the side. So instead of calling it sprite half width, hang on, sorry. What did collision have? Radius. So it's just going to be the radius. I should really call this circular collision, but not right now. I'm just going to remove this and just get collision dot radius. Ponk, 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 ponk. Ponk, ponk, ponk. And that should work. That was your dream to be able to play on the go as a kid. It's like, I can't believe we're living in that world. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Obviously, we still got that funny bug where you get slowed down if you're moving against a wall, but whatever. Hello, pianist. Yeah, look at that. So this now works. That's dope. Something very threatening about Waifu-chan shooting little Waifu-chans at us. I also still find it a bit odd that it shoots up there. That seems like a bug, doesn't it? Like, why would I ever be going up? What line would be intersecting with me moving horizontally in such a way that it should shoot up? Seems odd. Anyway, sorry. Let's get on into implementing the animation thing. Oh, bye, True Boy. Thanks for popping in. It was nice to see you. Thank you. Oh, sorry, Rob. There are cards that boost damage from red. So those would boost the damage even more. Ooh. Dude, stack up that fire damage. Big fire blast. That sounds like fun. Alright, let's do this animation component stuff then. Let's have a look at the... I can't call it pseudocode because it's just code. Let's see what Donut sent. He has recommended that the sprite component here, instead of holding onto the sprite ID, because remember I mentioned I kind of prefer the idea of every sprite being animation capable, and if it doesn't animate, just make it an animation of one frame, you know? Sorry, it determined that the prediction is impossible because they're too slow, but it's clamped at 90 degrees. It tries to shoot straight to the side. Oh, fair. I'm wondering, if it thinks the prediction's impossible because the bullets are too slow, I wonder if it's possible to then switch to the basic system and just fire straight at the player. Like, what would the maths be? If maybe I have to work out like the reasonable range. Like if it seems like it's way too acute of an angle to the player, it just runs the basic aim where the player currently is rather than prediction thing. So it can only really predict you if you're moving predictably. Crazy. Alright, sorry. So instead of the sprite holding on to just an ID, we're going to hold on to this animation ID thing, which we'll need to put up in a second. Let's actually create the animation repository thing. Where are you? I will pop you in... unless that's part... No, that's something I'm going to have to make. This can be under graphics. Here we go. Make a new file. Animation repository. Whoops, I have to call you .c++, don't I? Or .header. Alright, cool. If and def. WouHou graphics. Animation repository header. Then define it. And whoops. And then endif. Namespace. WouHou. Let's include common. Oh wait, sorry. Dot. Where is it? Where's it? Utilities, right? Yeah. Utilities / common. Just because we'll probably need that. You can do that. Just instead of using clamp, check if it's in a range, and then don't apply the extra predicted angle. I think I'll do that. Okay. This is. Oh, whoops. Wait, hang on. Where do I put that? You put it inside. Yeah. Okay. Animation repository. This keyboard is not very good for typing, I'll tell you that. It's really more of an OC thing. The card called Lava Axe does 5 damage to a player. Copying it once would be 10 damage, which is a quarter of the starting health. Oh my god. Just, you said copying, like the action of copying costs mana, but using the copied card is free, right? So if you just have this powerful card sitting here, you can just spawn in copies, and then you draw another card that copies and then use it, and then another card that copies and use it, and another card that copies and use it. Something like that? Would you ever actually use it itself, or would then you'd have to discard it and you wouldn't be able to use it anymore? That sounds kind of cool. Although you do rely on drawing that then, right? I don't know how much scrying does like Magic the Gathering have. Alright, animation repository. You called it registry. That doesn't matter. Oh, Lavender Town. I need to make an animation ID component, and bloody, what am I trying to say? Struct quickly, let's just do that. Oh, I call it sequence. I'll just leave it there for now. It can just be empty. I need to include this in components. Cool. So, sprite. It's going to have a I'd have to call it WouHou. In repository. What should I call it? Sequence. Sequence. Copying can be achieved in different methods, but cards that only copy and do nothing else do just cost mana and then it copies something. That sounds really strong. Repository is an interesting name, but I guess it works. The reason you call it registry is because it's a common name for things that map from an abstract ID to a concrete thing. That's why Entity calls it a registry. I was thinking of it as I mean, it's functionally the same thing, right? I was thinking more that this is where everything is stored, right? We have this super big vector with all the animations in it. I need to access the repository to get the appropriate thing. I can rename it, but I don't care right now. I want to get stuff right. We can refactor later if you want me to. I don't really care. This is what came to mind. I don't think it matters too much. We need that, and we need the current animation time. What's it? Float? Yeah. What's wrong? Ah, whoops. Cool. You look good? You look good. Cool. This stuff can probably be put in their own components. I'm going to leave them there for now to simplify our work, but I will keep that in mind. Then we wanted some structs for the different sorts of sprites, or the different sorts of animations, so we can do that. Let's just go with the 4-way animation for now. Let's go with the 4-way and the 1-way. Yeah. You know what? I can just copy your shit over. It's literally what I'm about to write. This saves me 10 seconds of my life. Struct character. I'll leave it for now. I feel like there's a better name for that. Yeah, I shouldn't worry about it. Pedanticity is something I always complain about. I shouldn't then try and fuck around with names, so it doesn't really matter. Fine. Get rid of this. This is all looking fine. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's have a look elsewhere. What else? Let's have a screen rendering system. I'm thinking I will rename this to... I need a background system. I need a... I want to separate things. I don't think that's too stupid, because then also it makes it really easy to define the order, like background player HUD or whatever. I can have the background system, actor, that's the word I was thinking of. That's what they call it on the N64. We'll have an actor rendering system, a background rendering system, and a overlay rendering system. How about that? For now I can just copy and paste them, but that's what I'm going to call them. Actor render, hello. Rendering system. Background. How about I actually group them together, because they are the same. Render background system. This one can be render actor system. And this can be render overlay system. Obviously, renaming doesn't actually rename them. That's extremely funny. I love that. That's a really good, pretty friendly program. Okay. It's not Control R, Control F. Replace with that. That looks fine to me. Just the two places. Render actor, render background system. I will change the namespace. Not the namespace. The guards. Don't worry. Don't worry. Fret not. Render background is currently going to do nothing, so we can just remove all of this. Could even have a debug renderer, actually, like a debug overlay. I kind of like that. That could have that means we could turn on and off like FPS counters and stuff. You don't need to do anything, so I'm going to delete that. This probably doesn't want the screen projection matrix. I think this had a different system, like a background projection matrix, but I'm just going to leave it for a second. It doesn't really matter. Render overlay. Actually, I'll call it render HUD system because that's intuitively what I think about as a gamer. I think of the HUD. I call it the HUD. I know it's the heads-up display, and I know it's a cardinal sin to do this. But, whatever. I don't know if you need to do that, do you, Donut? Because I can just specify somewhere flip. I can maybe have a component for that, or I can have an extra variable that, like a bool, that just says, because there's a scale, right? I can just flip that, can't I? I think it's fine. Sorry. There's creatures that can copy cards multiple times while only needing to pay mana 1. But the fact they can copy something usually means they need something else first. For example, the commander in your deck, called Melek, lets you play certain cards out of the top of your deck. Whenever you do that, the played card's effect is copied once with no extra mana cost. How does commander work? Do you always start with the commander in your hand? Is it like an ethereal entity that just sits next to you in like a different pile? Or do you have to draw it? Yeah, but if the flipping can be built into the sprite ID, then you won't need the extra ball. I think in this game specifically, I'm not going to be doing that too much. Good night, man. Hello. I feel like I should be drawing a separate left and right image because enemies that view from the front aren't necessarily going to be symmetrical, so I should draw a slightly separate sprite for moving left and right, and the player as well. I guess like stuff like bullets I think I'd rotate. I don't know. Yeah, the Kiwicopter sprite doesn't really fit in the style of the game. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, fair enough. God, Kiwicopter's cute. Yeah, I mean, I think really if I was making Kiwicopter match, I'd have it like from the front and I'd have him like tilt to the side, left or right. I guess. Dude, chuck me on a Kirby music mix. Put me on this. Alright, poggers. Render HUD system right now needs nothing. I will add in probably the FPS drawer though, just to have something in here. Namespace. Interesting. I wonder if I should have a different projection matrix for the HUD. Like a different layer entirely. Maybe that's overkill. Because it might be fun to be able to apply some fucky effects to the background or to the character layer. Or the actor layer, sorry, but not have it affect the HUD. I think that seems fair. If I wanted some like woo effect, you know? Render HUD. I'm also going to have a render debug overlay. Render debug overlay system. This I will leave stuff in from the actor system. This will be called WouHou render debug overlay system. Render debug overlay system. All right, this minimum speed. What are you for? I think you're needed. Anyway, sorry. This will have just the this stuff. The hitbox stuff. Yeah, I like that. That seems really useful. Then I can get the actor system. WouHou system render actor. This can now remove the circle thing this speed thing. I can get rid of the debug stuff from... What's wrong? Oh, I need to change this. Get rid of the debug overlay from here. I can actually, I guess, I can... Technically, I can make this the background? Right. If I mean, I might as well, if I'm going to separate this stuff. That's fine. Might as well. We can replace this with like a grass texture at some point or whatever. Perfect. The render HUD system can have this. Technically, this playable space thing is the HUD. Then I need to do render pass dot render. This seems fine to me. This seems fine to me. Background system. Render WouHou system background. Sorry. Render background system. Render debug overlay. Render HUD system. Fine. Restricted movement. HUD. Is there a plugin that tells you if your header guards are being reused? There must be. Commander has a commander zone from which it can be cast from and returned to if it dies. Or something else specific. Every time you cast Commander, it costs 2 mana more for each time. Okay. So at some point, is it just too expensive to reinstantiate your Commander? Do you win by killing the other player? I don't remember. Did they have their own life system? You said, or is it just killing the Commander? You're saying here you can kill the Commander, so I guess not. Render actor system. So this is what we'll be adjusting momentarily. Although I guess I can pass in the animation thing. But this is where this will be changing. Or maybe not actually, no, because I'm just going to do the sprite, the like current... I'm going to get the current sprite ID here from the repository. So we'll leave this for now. Look how small everything's becoming now. The actor system is just going to have this. It's cool. Background is going to be this. Debug overlay is this. It just cleans things up a little bit. God, this language does have a lot of boiler, doesn't it? Alright. Let's make an animation system. That's fine. Have I already got something like that? I don't think so. No, let's add one. Select a language. Okay. How does this work? Oh, I see. Fine. This will be called animation system .header. Hashtag. He's a Twitter user. If and def WouHou system animation system header. It's not defined. Define it. And then end if. Namespace WouHou class animation system. I'm getting a little better at this random ass boilerplate, huh? I'm remembering stuff. As arbitrary and weird as this all seems. In Magic, there's no usual way to win. Rather, you make the opponent lose. and you win whenever everyone else has lost. Usually you lose if you run out of life or try to draw a card and your deck is empty. Oh, so you can deck out. Very good. I'm learning little by little, dude. I'm gonna have one piece of popcorn if you don't mind, chat. This stuff is good. Those vegans, dude. They can't slaughter cows to make butter, harvesting it from their tummies, but they can add sugar to everything. Harvested from the beetroot, which I still find funny. Where'd you get sugar from? Must be sugar cane, right? Or manufactured from special chemicals, sucrose. No, we grow beetroot and boil it. That's how we make sugar. It's amazing. Okay. Oh, fuck, this is a system. I should just copy and paste this shit. I love Kirby. Ba-ba-bong. God, I love Kirby. I should play The Amazing Mirror again. I love that game. Alright. You aren't quite right, are you? System Coolio. Using... I don't think we'll be using the same boy constructor. Where else have I nicked the constructor? Something here has a new... Oh, here we go. I'll just pop this in here for now. Animation system. This is not the constructor, don't worry. I'm just writing this here to have a thing. It's fine. I just need to import a bunch of stuff, I guess. Include, common... Oh, sorry. System. Where is system? System's here. I just need to include system. Do I need to include entity? No, it's in common. Okay. Again, changing this in a minute, don't worry. Tick, get rid of this. I think we were doing, for animation, we're doing tick and update, right? Yeah. So update, I think, uses frame info. I think, if I remember. Cool. So we need to increment every entity's animation time. So let's do that. So for every entity, you know what? I'll copy it over. I'll save myself the time. I've already read it. I want to do something today. So for every entity with a sprite in the registry, increment the animation time by the current delta time. Very easy. In tick, we're going to Control C and Control V, the most important programming tool of your life. This I think I just called like solo animation? Yeah. So everything... Whoops. Sequence. So, in tick, so this is running every, 60th of a second, or I think it's every 60th of a second. Technically, we could update this more often, but we'll see how it feels. Maybe if we wanted to, maybe we could update the player more frequently because it will feel more responsive, maybe, somehow. If your animation responds, the update, the instant, or like the next tick, not even the next tick, the next CPU clock cycle after you press a keyboard, that could be like a priority animation, but maybe just for player. Or even, I could do it here, for anything that's an action responder with an animation, I could modify it in update. Just that snappiness, right? You don't want to wait a 60th of a second for your animation to update, do you? In Command, there's another way to lose. My transform does have a previous position, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Don't worry. It's called previous underscore position. Oh, disgusting. What? Oh, snake case in my project. Oh, God. I'll change it. I will change that. Sequence. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Move up, move left, right, up, down. I know it's... I know, but like, come on. I don't remember you adding that. I don't remember what I wrote with it either, I'll be honest. Sorry, when any commander does 21 damage to a player in total in a way that 21 damage or more is dealt just by that commander. Oh. So if you build up your commander with like buff cards and then use a final attack, you can like one-shot another player. I think we're just updating it, one of these, probably linear movement. Yeah, it's just this. It's nothing fancy. It's done in tick. I can update it more often if you really want. I think this is fine, considering this is what the point of the tick rate is. How often things really move. Move down. Move up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this is fine. And this also means that if you're against a wall and your X isn't actually changing, you won't animate moving left, you'll animate idly, which is kind of what I want. You can one-shot a player by having a commander do 21 or more damage in one hit. How common is that, though? That doesn't sound like it's something you frequently come across. This is easy to understand. It's very human. I like that. What am I passing in here? What did you want me to... Oh, you're just using the same system thing, dude. Alright. I'm stupid. Alright. Overthought that one. This is lovely. I like this. This is really cool. And then if we want to add... you know... like a blocking animation or like a... whatever. We can make any modification we like here. This is just picking the sequence to use. I like that. I think we have the renderer system and the repository left to do here. And the template modifications. There's one message above that I missed. Oh fuck, did I? Oh, sorry. I guess I thought I read that. No, I didn't. Sorry. Although there's mechanics that make players lose in more ways than those two, there are some cards that make enemies lose in certain situations, and some cards that have actual win conditions on them. Okay, you need to make everyone else lose for you to win. I did read that. Oh, aka no need. Sorry. So that's like, do you have like Exodia? If you get like 5, maybe not literally Exodia, but if you fill out some prerequisites, you just win. You opened up the Crits Cast stream and Weetabix is on Spy and Prem. Dude, I can't believe it. I don't think he should be allowed. Like, 6 years ago when I first met him, he was only playing open. What the heck? He's meant to stay the same, I thought. Also, that's kind of cool. Is that why he doesn't talk to me anymore? I'm not cool enough. Bloody Weetabix. How are you, Kirby? Sorry, this is so good. Repository. You hate that, though, the same. You hate that you literally thought the same. That's just how it is, right? Like, people in chat that watched me in, like, 2016, I fucking hope they're in Prem by now. It's been long enough. It only took me a couple of years, I think. I imagine some of these people, if they keep at it, can do the same. Especially now there's only like 4 teams playing. I bet if you have like a mouth, they'll probably let you in. You're not in Prem. Why not, Waste? Weetabix is nuts. Is he owning? Should I open the Critscast stream and cheer him on? Sorry, what have I done? Yeah, this is right. Where's Critscast? Critscast Twitch. Let's have a look.
It's just so slow from RMR at the moment.
Weetabix.
Chaos being sown by
I will type a comment and I will say, good luck, Weetabix. You
They're very
can do
uncoordinated
it.
from RMR. They had the
Big
flanks they wanted, they
poggers
could
to
have pushed
you.
them, they could have probably taken the
There you
century
go.
committed, but they were a little bit too passive. They back up, don't even
Who's
cap.
talking?
So just about now losing at least 30 seconds of possible cap time.
The stream is audible, I know.
Pick,
This is what Twitch streamers do, isn't it?
and get the dispenser.
Who do I
And
know?
he's gonna kill us as well.
There's Joe.
He's gonna probably
There's
get
Layla.
disease.
Man.
That's it.
Game, like,
This is
two
Prem.
steps- It's 2 steps forwards and it's just...
I guess I wouldn't recognize any of these people. Presumably most
They get
Prem
the
players have
maximum
left now, right?
value. They get the sap on the century. Good. A+. Fantastic. And then Paul
Right.
just walks through.
Sorry, I don't know why I assumed I'd like recognize people. I guess if I quit, everyone else would have quit at some point, right? You don't know how much you have to worry about automatic content ID. Aggro's not going to content ID me for playing his audio for 3 seconds. Especially not when there's Kirby music and myself talking over it. It's fine. I'd be more worried about Nintendo. Holy shit, it's just Meta Knight. Dude, Meta Knight is such a cool fucking theme. I love Meta Knight. Aggro won't, but Anonymous AI won't. No, don't worry about it. It's not an issue. Alright, let's have a look at what we've just shamelessly copy and pasted. Can you explain to me again why I need this? Is this to make something comparable? Like, you need to have a comparable thing. Why is this? Why is this necessary? Like, this is a comparator. You're saying, like, how to compare to see if two things are the same. And you're judging it by this one variable here. You don't need it, but I'm useful to check what animation sequence is playing. I guess so. This isn't what I would have thought to do. I think I would have thought to do if sequence.firstFrame equals other sequence.firstFrame, but I guess it's exactly the same, but I wouldn't have thought to add this. I'll leave it. Although, I don't know if it's really explicit. You're overriding and saying how you compare two sequences. Is it possible that things could have the same first frame but be different? I guess not, because the first frame here is really like an ID in the list, and that's how we're treating this data, I guess. It's private to make it more abstract. Okay. Fair enough. You're almost 50 hours into your Pokemon Violet profile. Hell yeah. You don't remember there being get specific cards in your hands to win, but one win condition you had in your old deck was you get a treasure whenever their creature dies. When your turn starts, if you have that card in play and have 10 treasures, you win. Is Magic one of the games where you end up with like 50 dice and 50 coins and 50 cardboard donuts to track like game data? I always find that funny. There was like a ProZD sketch recently where it was like when a card game has dice. And it was a card game with one card and like 100 dice. It was a good sketch. Isn't that D&D? I think there's a lot of games that suffer from it. Alright, sorry. So, friend. What does this mean? What does friend mean? I don't understand. Donut, why have you written friend? What is this? What is a friend? Why would a programmer have this? What is friend? It means that the friend is allowed to access private members, in this case the constructor. Sorry? It's friends with itself. That's such a... That can't be right. Am I misreading this? Are you saying that any animation repository can access other animation repository constructors? Oh, sequence is friends. Oh, fuck. Sequence is friends with the animation repository. Why does sequence... Oh, it's private members. Sorry, not the constructor. I misread that. Oh, hang on. Is this because you don't have subclassing in C++? Is this like the workaround for that? I think in Kotlin, if you have a class with private members and then you make an inner class, the inner class can usually access their private members. Use loads of dice, but not for rolling. Yeah, use it because you can turn it and it can mean a number, right? It's a nice, easy way to modify it without having to get a pen out. Alright. I like that. Fair enough. Inner classes can access the private members of his outer class by default, but not vice versa. Wait, hang on. Oh, okay, I see. So this is so animation repository can construct sequence, but nothing else can. And in C++, you have to say that they're friends. It's just assumed they're not friends by default. What a sad fucking language. They're not friends, you must declare your friendship. It's a one-way friendship by default. Bloody 70s programmers. So good. We added friends. Sorry. That's hilarious. Whatever. So you construct the animation repository with a sprite atlas. The animation repository allows you to have this one big-ass vector of sprite IDs. So sprite ID being an entry into the atlas. To add an animation to this super vector, you can run this method. You pass in some information about the sprite, like its width, height, frame rate. Sorry, row. Okay, I guess this lets me get away with doing this, I guess. Hang on. Dither-chan. Boobies. This one. Here you go. So this means I can pass in this. I can say that each individual sprite is 16 by 16. And there's 4 in a sequence. So I can do that for this. Each animation is its own row. Totally fair. So, but it means I only need to load this image once. I can just have this one subatlas. And I can say, for idle pick, I don't remember what it is. I think it's the bottom one. For idle pick row 5 or row 4, I guess. For up 0, left 1, right 2, down 3. Sensible. You should pass in how many columns now you think about it, so you can have animations of different lengths. I guess so. I was just sort of running under the assumption that most animations should have the same length, but... I guess if your animation time is just a number that's always getting bigger and not something that's snapping between 2 values, it's just... I guess that's fine. Yeah, because right now it's just getting the width of the entire sheet. And then deciding that that's the whole... Yeah, for everything from left all the way to the right. This could instead be from starting at 0 until the... Should I just keep track of the column? Where's the row being done here? I mean, I could just... Yeah, I haven't read your thing yet, but I was just gonna write like pass in column here. I was just gonna pipe like oh, like column, or even just like frames, like animation frames in sequence, you know, frames in row, which is explicitly the column, but I think intuitively saying that this animation is 5 frames long makes more sense to me than saying it ends on column 4. So I'm gonna write this. I was thinking of just doing here we go. Column equals 0. For everything until column is the frames in row. Let me just do like that. So 0, if there's 4 animation sprites, then 0 is done, it's gone to 1, 1 is done, it goes to 2, 2 is done, it goes to that, 3 is done. That seems fine, doesn't it? Good old off by ones. It's easy to at least read, you know? Well, I guess width isn't being used anymore. It's not really needed, yeah. Why is height needed? Hang on, sorry, why is height needed? Why aren't you just counting up from 0? This seems unnecessary, doesn't it? Because 0 is at the bottom. Oh, it's using the same coordinate system as yeah, of course. You could replace the for loop with column. Oh. Yeah, I guess so. This is sort of yeah, it's sort of unnecessary. Wait, columns times sprite width. Column is there, here. Oh, sorry. Hang on. Column 0. Column 0, so it's 0. Sprite width is 32, then column 1 would be sprite width multiplied by 1, so it would be... it's 16. Does that really work? If it's 64 and each subsprite is 16, then column 2 is 2 times 16 is 32. I guess that does work. Huh. Seems odd that this is necessary still. I feel like there must be a way to do this by 0, but I guess it's not worth thinking about. It's a non-issue. Unless I want to... No, there's definitely a way. Whatever, who cares? This works. This is nice. To get an individual frame to draw, you pass in the sequence and the animation time, and it gets the appropriate subframe, I suppose. Because we are... yeah, here we go. So the frame interval is the frame rate of the animation, in a sense. This would be like 1/60. Animation time is this big number that constantly ticks up as long as the entity is existing. So this could be like 1,000, 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 10,000, 100, that will always going up. But we're getting the remainder here and using that to work out if it's animation frame 1, 2, 3 or whatever. You could do it from 0 and specify the row starting at the bottom, but if you want to start at the top, you need the sheet height to translate the coordinate. Yeah, I guess that's what I... Yeah. It doesn't matter. That would avoid us having to do this. It's such like a non-issue. If we have some serious frame rate issues, maybe. Hello, Z7XZ. How's it going? You sound like a new Pokemon. I don't know. I've never thought about that. That's like a Pokemon name, isn't it? That would be like a Steel Psychic type. Are there Steel Psychic? Yeah, Metagross. I guess so. All right, let's modify our actor renderer. So to draw here, we want to pass in everything that has a animation, I'm assuming. Entity transform sprite. No, not even that, because the sprite holds on to its current index. Am I doing that properly? Animation so the sprite, you're picking the right index here. Okay. Animation system. Animation repository. Okay. So here, we're actually just getting we need to get the animation registry. So we need to construct that here. So let's pass in the animation registry. Yeah, okay. We need to include it. Sorry, hang on. Include... Good lord. Graphics, animation repository. Dot header. God, this song is crunched. Skip. It only runs at load time, so micro optimizations don't matter. Oh, I guess so. Yeah. I'm alright, thank you. Not so bad. Hey brothers. Hey brothers and sisters. How's everyone going? Hey everyone. Hi. Hey. Thank you for the 3 months. Popcorn. Right, sorry. We're passing in the animation a reference to it. And we are going to grab that here. Looking good. So here we need to do... Is it just get frame? This is what I'm just writing. Is that correct? Looks like it. Oh, what's this like sad Kirby music? Dude, there's something really unsettling about like usually happy, fast beat music suddenly slowing down with like a piano. Like the Kirby song, dude. Here, I thought instead we would get the atlas from the animation repository. Just to be certain we've got the right one. So I'm going to remove that. If I'm allowed to. Animation repository is going to have a getter. Wherever this is. Public. Sorry. Where is it? Sprite Atlas. Oh, well. Oh, hang on, this is in sequence. That's confusing. I wish rainbow names or whatever I've got here would give a different color to classes and structs. This can go under here. That's fine. Atlas is, where are we? Animation repository.getSpriteAtlas. Is this... Okay. That's looking good to me. So you're going to go to sleep. You're going to send a picture of the figurine you assembled. Please do. There's a Warhammer page on Discord. Have you put it there yet? How's the Doggo review doing? Dude, 100 views, 10 likes? That's a 10% appreciation rate. If this was stocks... Look, Greggles even wrote 10 out of 10. You've sent. I'll have a look. I've got my phone out right now. I have a DM from someone. WouHou. That's not WouHou. What am I looking at? Warhammer. Dude. Oh, this is Cake's drawing. Oh, wait. Did you DM me? Oh, it's you. Oh, dude. What kind of creature is this? This is a marine. Hey, everyone. Hey, Obsa. Oh, you're great. School's been going better than you thought, but not doing it for quite a bit. Dude, that's great to hear. That's really good to hear. Nice. You can probably make the returned reference const. Yeah, fair enough. The green screen with my phone is hilarious, right? Dude, that's cool. Okay, yeah, let's do that, because I don't want people modifying people. There's no point in this being modifiable, right? Is that what that means? Like, oh, I guess I can add the no discard thing. See you later. Bye, man. I'm glad to hear you had fun with your mates. That's nice. Have a nice sleep. Here we go. So this should be const, so I shouldn't be able to change this. Right? Whatever, I don't know what I'm doing. That's fine. Oh, anything new, Woolen? Alright. Repost it in the Warhammer chat, I want to see. I'm not going to repost someone else's figure. They can do it if they want. I'll show it here, though. I'll just turn my brightness down. Maybe it'll help the green screen. Dude, is that my face on the other side? No, that's his table. There you go. Looks nice. Const in the front qualifies the return type. So if you had const in the back, it makes it so you can call const on animation registry, which is useful. Hang on. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Fucking hell. Sure. This is looking good. Alright. Oh, good luck with your studying, officer. Alright, all looking good, all looking good, all looking good, all looking good. Let's update our template factory, because this thing sucks ass right now. Yeah, we might as well make these enums. Fine. No to add equals 0. Oh, you have to write enum. No, enum class just means... Wait, really? Hang on. Why wasn't that working earlier? What did I just do? I thought enum class means you have to... Hang on. No, what does enum class mean? I've completely forgotten. Use a semicolon instead of a comma. Oh, you can't do that. Okay. Fair. Yeah, it's important to take breaks. You'll get burnt out if you don't take breaks. Nothing will ever sink in. Human short-term memory is only like 30 seconds. Who burn? Who earns? Need to pass in the animation registry here. Yeah. Looking good. Alright, let's just hide these for now. I will make these nice constructor, almost like builder functions. I mean, I could make it a builder function, actually. I don't know if that really gives me much value. It's not really needed here. Enum class makes it scoped, so it can't be implicitly converted to and from int. So you'd have to specify the type name. Oh, yeah, okay. We're making it more type safe isn't the word. Yeah, we're basically forcing you to use the enum as the value, this. We're saying you have to use dither, not 0. Player type 0. And you have to specify where the enum comes from. Although, well, that bit I'm less excited about. Anyway, let's add this stuff. More type safe is accurate. Yeah, I guess so. Because we're ensuring... Yeah. It's just what yeah. Alright. I'm just going to make some of this... What did I call it? It just makes things a little neater. I don't know. I think I like this. It's like a bunch of little builder functions. Little modules. Component boys. Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da ba da ba la ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. I just think this is a little neater to look at. Yeah. I agree, Dinner. I agree. I'm just putting them here for now. Again, I'm thinking about this like building components, right? Like, you're passing in an entity, like it's one of those flat Lego. You know, like the bases, like Lego bases, where it's just a flat strip with a bunch of little knobs sticking out. You're going to pass it into this, and you're going to say, please make this into a player. And it's going to grab the various builder components, stack them up, and then return it to you. But you don't need to know how it piled everything together or how it snapped everything together. You just need to know that you're giving it this blank slate, it's constructing a player, and then giving it back to you. I'll make this all private, yeah. I just want this for my own sanity, because writing registry.replace and then the funny brackets, this isn't as neat and tidy as just add collision. I don't know. And then we can add other... I think you've done it in your example. But if one component implies another for some reason, we can add that in there as well. Okay. Sorry. I'm also just bloody addicted to functioning everything. Yeah, I'll just do this, whatever. Make player. Well, add player. Because really it's add thing component, but we don't need to add component to the end of everything. I mean, make collision. No. Cool. Add transform. Mystery done place sprite. Basic firing weapon. Give weapon. Add weapon. Entity and weapon. Weapon. And then that should be as simple as just chucking in a weapon type. I guess I'd have to do basic firing weapon. Reminds you of Java. Yeah? Java uses a lot of the same syntax, yeah. Hello, Pika. Just like that. Perfect. Hello. Hello there. So I'll just pop this in. Basic firing weapon. Plonk in the weapon. Whoops. That should work. And then here, wherever it is, here we do add basic firing weapon. Entity. And that. Can't convert weapon to basic firing weapon. Why is that? I guess I can just do that. Although it's weird that I can't enforce it. You sure you in your channel recommendation stopped because you have a major in computer science? Yo. Nice. How are you? How's your week been? We're making animation components right now for our bullet hell game. We're actually towards the end of it, so you should be able to see some progress pretty soon. I'm just doing some last couple little bits here to the functions that spawn entities, making things a little neater. Restricted movement, we'll do that as well. There we go. Passing this stuff. You did fail your intro to CS, but the professor sucked. He knew he sucked, so he curved the grey. Oh yeah. You woke up from your 14-hour slumber. Sounds like a programmer. What do you do these days? Are you still working on the major? Add movement input. Hang on, movement input doesn't need to do anything, does it? Oh, it does. Okay, never mind. I misunderstood that. feel like there must be a generic way to do this with templates, considering how similar these all are. You cry and game and eat. Yeah, you're taking an intro to security and Linux. Linux is ass. What distro are you using right now? Is this at university? Don't say that too loud around here. Yeah, we've got some Linux addicts in chat. I myself am a bit of a Linux user. It's a Steam Deck. Oh, it means I'm an arch Linux user. You can smell me through the mic, I'm sure. Add action responder. Oops. Really, it should say make action responder, but who cares? Stuff like this makes super sense. This is like nice and small. I just replaced this line with action responder entity. I feel like there must be a way to run. I guess that's what a builder would be, right? You do entity dot add thing dot add the dot add blah dot add blah dot add blah instead of having to pass this entity into everything. That might be a little neater. Like make an entity builder class. Maybe I'm being too Java-y. Is it time for you to say use Arch? I thought you were a Manjaro user. No way, that's Donut. Which Manjaro is Arch. But I thought no. You have to use Ubuntu and make a shell script. Sucks because the college you only go to has an associates for this. I mean, making shell scripts is quite a standard thing to do, right? A little grep here, a little pipe there. Use Endeavour OS. Oh yeah, because you're a Star Raptor, aren't you? You need your bleeding edge packages. I love it when my graphics break. No wait, you probably use the... No wait, do you use AMD or NVIDIA? You must surely use AMD. If you're a bleeding edge Arch user. Do you think you could handle not using open source drivers? You have an NVIDIA card. Well, you're a baby code programmer, but it's okay, you learn quickly. That's it. That's all that matters. Knowing, like, if you're a good programmer, there's two things you are. It's knowing how stupid you are and knowing that you can become less stupid very quickly. No one knows everything. And the moment you think you know everything, you have just told everyone that you're stupid. Everyone's aware of how little they know. But it's how quickly you can increase that ball of knowledge, isn't it? You switched to AMD only because you found a good deal for 6800 XT. Yeah, but that's fair. You're both. Whoa. You've never had a system break after a Pac-Man upgrade, except for one time because of a Grub update. Grub updates? Is it like one Swedish man in his 80s typing away on like an old Toshiba satellite somewhere? Oh, turns out this whole time Grub could be used for SSH attacks. Oops, sorry. It printed out your SSH agent into the printer spooler driver. Oops. Every time you were printing, there was a very thin grey line explaining your private key. Linux is doo-doo. Hey, I work on Mac OS. If you modify it beyond oh, can't even fucking talk anymore. If you modify it a lot, it's alright. Although it's funny, because to make caps lock work, I had to disable the thing that lets you hold a key down to type it loads. So if I want to type a key loads, I have to get my Osu hand out and type it loads. I also have like 3 programs keeping my mouse acceleration off. Beyond recognition, that's what I meant to say. Yeah, you got it. Alright. Add physics. Whoops. Whoops. I hate that you don't let me do this shit without the wiggly lines. So much wasted space. I guess I could stack them up like this. Yeah, I don't like my Windows that much, but right now it works, so I'm just living with it. If they force me onto Windows 11 at some point, I'll probably switch over. The only things I massively need Windows for right now are playing Genshin Impact. Because OC Laser's like so close to being the main branch. I guess using a terminal loads at work. It's really like pushed me to be sort of comfortable in that environment, right? Dude, I'll probably just use Arch, because then I'll at least match somewhat my Steam Deck, if I need to have stuff matching between them, right? Popcorn. Like, I know the Steam Deck isn't literally Arch, like it's a bit modified, but I'd rather choke on popcorn, apparently, than shut up for 3 seconds. Hang on. That's not good. Ooh, tasty. Sorry, I was just dying a little bit. I forgot what I was saying. It doesn't matter. It wasn't important. Alright, we're on the juicy bit now, chat. Add animation. You're rude to a new person in chat. Can you get banned now? No. You'll be made mod. That's how that works, yeah. You didn't see anything. You saw nothing. I don't think you saw anything, did you? I don't think you did. You're forever forced to save my walls. I mostly just get sad when someone joins the Discord server and they're like, Woolen, I love your Minecraft videos. And, you know, they seem really happy. And then someone in Discord sends like a penis emote or something and then they leave. This is why I've been streaming for 10 years and I have 3 viewers and they're all waste. Because you bully everyone else. You don't want there to be other chat members. Can't stand the idea. Alright, add animation. Dude, I'm gonna pass the sprite stuff in, I think. Scale, origin, base size. Hang on, what's base size? Where's this used? Is this used anywhere? I feel like this is being used anymore. I guess this was used for the collision hull looking thing, right? Right? Just gonna assume everything's gonna want to be 1 by 1 for now. Dude, these Kirby remixes are off the charts. Because what I could do is I could also make it so scale and origin are different components. If an entity has that component, then use it. Otherwise, just assume it's 1 and 0.5. PP. Yeah, chat. Pom, 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 pom. Oh yeah, we've got Git set up, we can just delete all this shit. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, we want to add animation, entity, and solo animation. No, I want a character animation. And I guess I should make... This is where you made... Yes, okay. This is what this bottom crap's all about. This... Osu. It's time for Osu. Yeah, chat, have you seen... Look, I've already modified my new pen. I've added the... Well, I'll get my phone. Oh, God. Oh, hey, Teacup Monkey. Nice to see you. I've... Oh, God, it's bright. Look, I've already tennis taped up the new pen. Did I showed you this yesterday, chat, during Overwatch, right? Did I compare this to you? This is the bottom of both the pens lined up, right? This is how worn down they were if I line them up. Hang on. I know I'm blinding you right now. Do you see this shit? This is how worn down the pen was. I think Osu is bigger than ever, dude. That's the edge of the pen. So I got a new pen. How you doing, Teacup? How have you been? You could delete Windows, Hack Kid. I guess you never want to play Genshin again, huh? Oh yeah, you don't have to do equals. Yeah, okay. I'll remember that. What did I just do? Did I do something? Is the tablet as welled out as the pen is? Loud. You can't see that, can you? It is worn as frick. Bro grinded it away. Yeah, check this out. Can you tell where my old area is? And which one I've used for 2 days? Can you tell? Is it particularly obvious where my area is on this tablet? This is 1 day of use. Or this is like a day or two of use. This is like a year. You can really tell, can't you? It's amazing. You've been caught up with your Linus Tech Tips Bachelor, so this stream was a familiar sight. Oh. Dude, having a degree does not make you less stupid. That's awesome. How's that been going? Sorry, copy and paste. Whew. Nearly forgot to program for a second. Okay, solo animation, load solo animation. File path, sprite width, sprite height, frame rate. Animation sprite ID was atlas.insert. This is actually animation repository get sprite atlas. Fuck. .insert. God, this is such a long ass thing. How about we just type auto? Yeah. Const auto. Oh, Control S, beautiful. Okay, what's wrong here? We need to pass in a solo animation. It's not called animation registry, you dingus. It's a repository, because I'm a smarty. This function needs to be large const. Okay. Oh, maybe not. Hang on, what have I done? Const. Yeah, that's right, actually. Hang on. Sprite ID equals thingy.insert. This argument to member function insert has type const sprite atlas, but function is not marked const. Is that not this? Hang on. Or is it at the end? Oh, hang on, it's here, sorry. Right? Is that not it? The function is marked const. Or is it the insert isn't marked const? Maybe that's it. Yeah, sorry. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You're not const anymore. Don't worry. It's not... It's not const anymore. Unless you are. How about... Hang on. Const Sprite Atlas. Get Sprite Atlas. Is it... Oh, it's this thing. Is it? Okay, fine. Whatever. Who cares? What's up? You need to have... Wait, hang on. What else do you need? The frames, right? It's 4. I mean, I have to pass that in, right? Standard size T. Frames. I don't remember what I called it. What did I call it? Frames in row. Sure. How about frames in animation? Frame count. Bloody hell. We go load solo. Frame count. Frame count. Beautiful. You can be an automatic boy. You can be a sprite, fucking animation. Hello? Const auto. This thing equals animation repository dot get sprite atlas dot insert. Sorry, I haven't looked at chat in a bit. Don't press so hard. Sorry. Touchpad. Your old friend ChatGPT got you covered. Dude, did any of you watch the Linus Tech Tips WAN show recently, where they used Bing to like see how many backpacks would fit in a Tesla, and it like researched and like looked at images and extracted size data and shape data from the images and calculated roughly in like a colloquial way how many of these backpacks would squish and fit into a Tesla? And they like Googled like what happened to Luke or something, and it like understood the context of like what other people would have been searching for. It's crazy. What's going on here? You need the frame count, right? There must be a way to do this nicer. Oh. Okay. Guess I'll just use your sequence now. Cool. But this isn't actually how I destructed this image. I did this image as up, left, right, down, idle. Which is now confusing. Boobies. Dude, I should modify that a bit. Up, left, right, down, idle. Here we go. Have you played chess against ChatGPT? Dude, I can't play chess against a fucking rock. It's insane how well it works and also how badly it can perform. We're gonna get there quick. Know when to stop. If you work too much on a sprite, it'll be awful. I guess so. I've already spent too long drawing catgirl boobies. I need to be careful. I'll get cancelled. Alright, this was all looking poggers. Spawn player. Where are you? Spawn player. You need character animation. Oh shit, I also need this crap. She is accidentally Okayu. I promise you it was accidental. Boy knows what he wants, though. Where is this crap? Did the Atlas. Here we go. You are 16 by 16. Frame rate of who cares? Frame count of 4. I mean, that's... really, I should have a frame count for each This should be this frame count thing. This is not quite as flexible as it could be. Maybe I could have a maybe I could pass this in somehow, or have like a secondary constructor that's like idle frames, left frames, right frames, up frames, down frames. Pass that in here. It doesn't matter for now. We don't have varied frame rates, but if we want to. Because like doesn't Pokemon, don't choke. Pokemon on the Game Boy, when you go left, it's just beep boop beep boop beep boop 2 frames. But when you go down, it's like do 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 do. It's like 4 frames. How's the project? It's been going on for a while. This is 2.0, yeah. So long enough, I guess. Your friend tried to have GPT answer his assignment questions on complexity of algorithms. He called something that was meant to be order n, order 1. Amazing. When you have a non-const getter in C++, it's a common pattern to have 2 copies of the getter where one is const qualified and one is not, since the language doesn't generate both. There's a new feature called deducing this that fixes it. Dude, deduce these thumbs up from me. I'm just going to leave it as non-const for now and get on with my dough, but thank you. Add animation, character animation. You need, where the flipping balls did I put it? Dither animation. Sprite. Spawn player. Can I not just do this? Yeah. Dude, it's that easy. You aren't needed. You aren't needed. You aren't needed. This is me talking to you. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. You are needed. What's a streamer without a viewer but a waste of space? Add transform. Add collision. For now, they can just use the fucking player thing. Well, actually, let's make the second one just for the weird-ass waifu-chan animation. Here we go. Test animation equals load solo animation, and this can be whatever the fuck it's called. Player16.png, have I got that here? Yeah, here we go. This thing, and it's got no animation frames, just 1. Wow, this frame rate doesn't matter. And then, what's wrong? What are you missing? Oh. You, test enemy, and bullet, you can do add animation, bunk. Add oh, fucking semicolons. Add, have I not done a linear motion one yet? Maybe I need to do that. No. All right, let's just add that then. Add linear motion, linear motion, linear motion, motion, linear motion. That's boilerplate, bloody boilerplate. Add linear motion, entity, start velocity. Get rid of this shit. Get rid of this shit. Get rid of... Sorry I'm not talkative, chat. I'm just trying to get this done. Cull zone. We need to add cull zone. Let's do that. Add cull zone. Cull zone. Cull zone. There must be a fucking way to automate this. This is so much boilery boiler. Maybe I just have like any, like T any, add in here, and then like args, you know? Add component. It seems unnecessary. Alright. Add animation, test animation. Get rid of this. Predicted firing weapon. Where are you? Ba, 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 ba. Did you say this was Stardew? What was this from? I guess it is Stardew. Oh, entity. Make add enemy. Add enemy. Fucking hell. Here we go. Pon. Position. Pon. You aren't needed. You aren't needed. Unnecessary. What are you fucking on about? I think you're actually perfectly fine and you're pretending to be upset. Ah, you need to add a fucking semicolon here. One of these old beans. Perfecto. Pog. This is all looking pretty pog to me. You need to add cull zone. Entity. And this thing. This is such a much nicer way to spawn something. Oh, I'll post this here. Chat if you want to listen to it. This is the playlist. Look at this. You want to spawn a bullet now? You just do this shit. I definitely think like some sort of builder would be nicer. So we just do entity.add transform, entity.add collision, entity.add animation. I don't know how extensions work in C++ or what the equivalent is. Because in Swift or Kotlin, you just do like extension entity dot add transform this dot whatever. It's that simple, and then you can access that extension from anywhere. I suppose I could add it. Yeah, I don't know how you do that in this, because that'll be a little neater. Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. It's just a little boilery. Like, why do we need to write entity 50 times? Entity.forAll? Run these? There's no extensions. You have to use free functions. Okay, well, I'm just going to leave it. Alright, let's hit play. What have I forgotten? Let's roll the dice. Ah, the game, of course. Oh, I haven't even added the new systems, dude. Good thing we remembered. We've got render actor background debug HUD. Render actor. Render background. Render debug overlay. Render HUD. Add these boys in. What's wrong, my son? I think this does exist. Okay, it's just not worked quite yet. Okay, let's add these boys in. Oh, whoops, let's do it more like this. What the fuck have you done? Get out of here. What have you done? Get out of here. Get out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actor system, background system, debug overlay system, HUD system. And the order will be as follows. Background, actor, HUD, debug. Just like that. I think we also need to add the animation system, which I guess can just go here. I think I haven't added that yet, have I? What did you need? I think you just need the registry, right? I need to import it. How about that? Yeah, clanged is a pain in the bum. Alright, so we've added the following. Thank you, Git, for showing me the things I've added. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's probably all of them. I'm just going to note this, drawing stuff. Looks cool. Did you need something? Animation repository, I guess? And I guess I need to construct this at game launch somewhere. Yes. Where is this crap? Let's add in a animation. Animation repo. And we call this animation repository. Plonk. What do you need? You don't need anything, do you? You need the sprite atlas. So I need to put this under the sprite atlas. Oops. What's up? Do you need the thing as well? Sprite atlas. Oh, hang on. You don't need that anymore. What else? Requires 1 argument, but 2 are provided. What do you actually need? You need the animation repo as well. Okay. Perfect. Ba 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 ba. Ba da 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 bum 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 ba da da da. Wait, this is its own function. To do fix. Shit, should this be in its own thing? Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's actually for graphic, like 3D crap, isn't it? For this, maybe, whatever, who cares? Draw sprites. Wait, what? Are you being used? You're just here, huh? Right? Why are you here? Yeah, you don't need this stuff, yeah. I just never got rid of this stuff, huh? Let's add this to the debug draw thing. Debug. This is drawing all the hats. Let's draw this stuff. Nah, can't be asked. Can't be asked. Can't be asked. Draw FPS counter. You're the thing I wanted. There we go. There you are. Debug overlay. Get out of here, Swedish. Get latest measured FPS. Oh, Lord Almighty. Oh, Lord Almighty. Can't be asked, I'll be honest with you. To do. Future me can do this when they're bored. Dude, we're clearing up game bit by bit. It's feeling nice. Wouldn't mind getting this bindings thing somewhere else just to clean up game a bit. Well, I mean, I guess I can just do that. Can I do that? There we go. Load demo scene components. Spawn a player, spawn a test enemy. I could spawn 2. No one would be able to stop me. This all looks nice. You are... Can I get rid of this stuff? I think I can. I'll get rid of this. I've got version control. I just want to clean up this method a bit. Wait, what? You can do that? You can just have an empty constructor? Just say you're overriding, but not... I guess that just voids it. What song is this? This is 16 minutes and 40 seconds in. It says Stardrop Saloon. Do you feel like you're watching an indie dev right now, chat? Because you're not. I'm a paid programmer. It's my professional career, idiot. I'm not an indie. I mean, this is indie. Don't tell anyone, though. No one will trust me. Alright, let's try again. What the fuck? What did I do? Make unique. Does it need to be a reference? Animation. This needs a registry, screen viewport, screen projection, and animation. Registry, sprite atlas. No, that's not it. Oh, it's this thing. This boy. Alright. I'm so excited. No! Assertion failed. Static cast. Float height less than equal to base sprite. Sprite atlas. Fuck. Donut graphics sprite atlas. Donut. I don't know. What have I done here? Let's have a look. WouHou exe. Where am I doing that? Animate. No. Render actor system. No? Animation repo. Something in here is incorrect. Indie what? Indie cinema. Assertion failed. Static float height is less than or equal to base size.y minus offset y. Wait, why have you used floats for a pixel coordinate? No, wait, you've used long. Sprite width is a long. Column is a long. These are all longs. Why would this be a floating point error? OpenGL uses floats to render at the end of everything. Why did you put asserts in my production code? Okay, let's see. What have I done? Maybe it's a logical error. Assertion failed. Height is larger than the base sprite's height minus the offset. For what sprite? Maybe one of these sprites isn't 16 by 16? These are 16 by 16. 4 frames. It's to catch errors. Okay. 1. Let's go back. Let's go... I wish it would... Can I have it debug and like pause at the... it hurts. Can I debug here? Sure. Use the Windows one. Oh. How do I view all my crap? There must be a debug viewer built into this thing. Call stack? Maybe this thing? Variables? Oh, I need to put a breakpoint down. I was kind of hoping that when it crashed it would pause like a debugger, but I guess not. Alright, let's have a look. It does that too. So we've got the... Row is 4. Let's see how many times it takes to crash, actually. Where's the continue button? How do I use this? Debugger. Step over. Continue. 1. That looks fine. Column 2. column 3, column 0. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, 0. Ah! So it's the next one that crashed. The game window's covering everything. Oh shit, sorry. Well, I can't. Well, I guess. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's so many WouHous open. It seemed to crash, I think, when we loaded in our 0 frame animation thing. I think. Is that right? Let's double check that this player 16 thing is indeed 16 by 16. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me just triple check. Windows does not tell you this. Oh, Windows says it's 16 by 16. So it must be. The player sprite loaded okay. It's the enemy one that didn't work. So if I go back to game, no, not game, sorry. If I go to the template factory, if I add animation and just give it the player one temporarily, this should hopefully work. Maybe. This should run. Maybe. No. Well, I guess it's at the loading part, huh? So it's not this bit. It's, well, I guess I should hide you and you. Yeah, you know what, actually? Give him that. It's this thing that's breaking. So this should run. This doesn't run. Retry to debug. Yes, please. I'll make this over here. Nope, that doesn't want to debug it. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I say 3? Maybe it's an off by 1? Retry to debug is a lie. Don't trust it. Alright. Does one of... That doesn't make sense. It might be the last row being out of bounds. Offset Y is the animation sheet height minus row multiplied by sprite height. So the offset Y is 16. That's not right. Is it? Should the offset Y be 16? Are you immediately starting at the height of the first one, not the height of 0? Because this, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, actually, there is a floating point thing in here. This seems irrelevant. Ah, God, it's terrifying. It is like a jump scare. Debug it. Okay, show me the bit that's broken. This is just going up the call stack. That's not very helpful. I don't have the... Well, that's not very helpful. Okay, let's see. Wait, why is the index such a big number? Is that right? I guess that's just undefined. Maybe. This is the donut thing. Here we go. Sorry. Height. The game is overlaying. Oh, sorry. I'll just remove it for now. Create subsprite. Assert that height, which is 16, is less than or equal to 80 minus 80. Yeah, that's right. I think offset y should be minus 16. Surely. Offset y is like 1 too far. Right? $18 minus 16. Well, yeah, like it needs to be. What did I say? It needs to be one sprite smaller. So let's go here. Let's just do. Just see if this lazy fix works. Sprite height minus that. I should change my sounds from Windows fucking 98. It's making me frightened. Close the fucking debugger. That's what the Germans say. Debugger. German Brits. That's still crashed. Why? Explain yourself. Crashed immediately. Oh, no, the minus 16 just doesn't work. That's not right. Offset Y has overflowed, underflowed. It's flowed somewhere. Why are you such a big number? Well, hang on. Load animation. Offset Y is the height. 16. 16 minus 80, I guess, is now overflowed it, underflowed it. So maybe I should do that at the end. Remove that you added and check the load character animation. I kind of thought this was just going to work. I am saying the character sprite is 16 by 16 with... Well, it needs one more than that, I guess. I'm gonna do all of this minus the sprite height. See what that does. I still think the thing starting at 16 seems kind of odd, but I guess I don't understand the underlying tech. Yeah, that... Oh shit, the character... Look, it's working, maybe. Holy shit. Do you see a little tail floating? I need to draw the background earlier, I guess. That looks cool. System. I saw something. Did you see it, chat? System. Game. Background actor HUD debug. Does the HUD perhaps draw the playable space? Yes, that's the wrong thing. You should be the background. Like that. You should be the HUD. Like that. The game window isn't visible. Oh, I was going to say it works. Hello, Blue. This is now... The HUD doesn't have a cutout. You know what? Who cares? Fancy Cobalt. Hello, Kitsune wife. Hello, Blue. Hey, look at that. No, Donut, I think this just works as intended. Check this shit out, dude. So cool. Let's disable the debug HUD. This thing. Alright, let's have a better look. Check out this, chat. Check it out. You can't see, can you? You share links to the music? Sure. Here you go. Look at this, chat. We did it. There's something very funny about shooting out many cats. It's also way too quick, but ignoring that. Dude, that's sick. Okay, I'll be honest, I kind of thought this animation thing was going to take like 5 minutes and not nearly 3 hours, but I guess that's just how this works, huh? Dude, that's sick. Look at it go. All that work and effort animating paid off. Dude, the tail wiggle is way better than I thought it was. Because you see it in like the little Ace Bright window, right? You don't think much of it. It looks really nice in game. I'm going to slow her the heck down though. This is way too quick. Animation. Cute sprite, thank you. Where are the boobs? Here you go. They're there, chat. Don't worry. Donut's losing his fucking mind. Hang on a second. I'm gonna give the enemies. I'm gonna see if this. Who are you? Yeah, actually no, I want them. Yeah, we'll see if this works now. Actually, hang on. Dung. Is it gonna dung? No, that works. I think it's fine. Oh, cock and balls. What did I just do? I just pressed 50 buttons at once. That was stupid. Alright. Alright. So, this. Looking good. Where is the game? It's up here somewhere. Looking good, dude. I'm going to slow her the frick down, though. How about we, like, halve that? We do, like, 6. Little slow. Let's try... What did I just change? Where the there we are. 8, maybe? Maybe 10 is fine. 6 per second? Oh, this looks nice. Why does she sometimes shoot really far right or often up? It's because she... Yeah, the prediction thing doesn't work when you do that. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Anyway, sorry, I was going to fix that quickly, wasn't I? Is that weapon system? Sorry, Donut. Can you show load from animation row again? Load animation from row. Sure. Game... No, sorry, template. Here you go. So you pass in the width and height of each individual sprite, row and frame count. Frames begin is frames.size. Yeah. Getting the sprite. Sheet height is the animation sheet's Y. Offset Y is this, and then I've minus the sprite height from it. I don't know, this seems fine, doesn't it? If it works, right? sorry, I'm starting to get a bit tired. They thought it said it as well as you thought it would, did it? Weapon system. Yeah. I think you were automatically adding the first height, so it was going off. Like the first row was reading from not the 0th, but the one down. Sorry. Handle weapon. Come on. I guess it's... Where did I put it? Enemy system? Predicted. Get predicted aim angle. So here we're clamping it. How would I guess I could say... If it's less than -1 or larger than 1, we just get the basic aim angle. How about that? Is there a way to see if clamp... I guess I could do if clamp is -1 or 1. That's kind of lazy. I kind of don't mind that. I'm just going to do that right now. Auto clamped is this. Let's have a look. Clamped is equal to -1F. There must be an easier way to do this, but I'm too tired. I just want to get something written. Return get. It's not get predicted angle. Oh, this is in maths. You don't need to call clamp, just check if it's less than 1. Yeah, but then this way I can pass the clamp. Yeah. Fine. Whatever. Calculated value. Oh. God, it is late. Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm sort of clamping it manually, aren't I? Whoops. I'm just replacing the clamp instead of just clamping it. I'm replacing it with a different algorithm. hang on. Oh. Yeah. Just for tests. Just for test. What the fuck? Is it not called a bull? Oh, it's this thing. Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of annoying, isn't it? The enemy's stuck in the wall, dude. This does not work. I don't think I did reverse them. I think they're fine, aren't they? I think you might be wrong on this. I think this was right. Yeah, this was right. Why did you want me to change that? Alright, let's have a look. I guess I'm thinking back to front. They're shooting at the player, aren't they? There you go. I'll be honest, they seem very similar. I guess it's because it just defaults to the other one, doesn't it? Dude, this is cool. It's already end bullet hell. I could add some like jitter to it, so they don't always. I mean, actually, I think them going perfectly like this is fine. Yeah, the basic one works pretty well. Difference is more obvious to increase the bullet speed. Hmm. Yeah, you can see the basic one on the right here never hits the player. Whereas the predicted one here actually does hit quite a lot. It's crazy, isn't it? That's some great maths. Yeah, it hits all of them. You see moving like the diagonal. This enemy here hits all of them. The basic one misses all of them. It's really impressive maths. It is magic. It's cool, isn't it? Alright, well, that's going to end it there for today, chat. We've made some modifications to a few different systems. We've added animation. We should be set up for loads in the future. Who knows what we'll do next? Maybe I'll add particles or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll grab some of the bullet sprites from the other game. Chuck those in. Chuck Kiwicopter in. People love Kiwicopter. Make a path system. I don't know. Oh. Great for today though, isn't it? Tomorrow 3D rendering. You know, I think 3D rendering won't be too bad. It was good progress. I did kind of think we were going to do more, but we did a lot. Especially a lot like under the hood. We set up a lot of stuff for the future as well. Like animations being set up is a big deal. Look at those beautiful square pixels. Alright. We should add sound at some point, but I think it'll get annoying. I think sound in WouHou got annoying pretty quick. Oh. I was going to add, like, crouching at some point, I forgot. I guess you've made it so the horizontal overrides vertical, sorry. Alright. Cute. I'm going to end there for today. You haven't flawed the pixel coordinates, it might be fine. Yeah. We might do that, still. Something might be a little off. God, this is like magic, isn't it? Beautiful. Alright, anyway, I'm going to stop for today. Thanks for watching the stream chat. Did you enjoy yourself? Some good progress today. It's amazing how quick it starts to look like a video game, right? Thanks for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow for something new. Bye-bye. Thank you for the help today.